The focus of her conversation today was again her fear of infidelity on the part of her husband. And we went back in time again to see if we could identify what was empowering that thought. Children or people can have genetic predispositions, that environment plays a role in that. And that, so that she might want to look at the environment, and that what she wants to do, in fact, is get him as comfortable and as relaxed and as secure and as comfortable as possible. That maximizes his opportunity to avoid developing the same symptoms that his mother has. And there are some other things that she had to remember, that this child has also been raised for 2.5 years by his mother, so that he may have some learned behaviors that are similar to her behaviors that may need at some point to be extinguished. One of the things that worries her about her is that he really likes aggression guns. And he says things to her to really get her goat, like, how would it feel if I stuck you with these 2 pins? And she just thinks these things are so gruesome. Well, indeed they are. But in part, I told her that she would find that boys tended to like guns and more gruesome things than girls. That in the literature has been shown as one of the traits of a boy developing a male identity within this culture. If taken to extreme, however, then it is representative of a sociological and or psychological problem. I suggested that she might want to look at some ways in which she could engage play in some of his aggressive behavior, so as to show that it wasn't the worst thing in the world, but in patterning, allowing her to pattern in some very socially acceptable ways with his aggressiveness. Then she may find he is more willing to participate in her lifestyle. So she's going to think about that. Then we also talked about another issue important to her, and that was her guilt around not feeling love for him. And we talked about the fact that right now his behavior was not too terribly lovable, and that what children really needed, love is a pretty intangible thing, but the tangibles are food, clothing, and shelter, and touch. And if she was able to give him food, shelter, clothing, and touch, that he would grow up very healthy as an individual. The love was kind of a gift, and people who have their own children did not always love them. And so we had a long, rather lengthy discussion about love as it's manifested in the American society. So perhaps this was quite different than what she expected. It was more educational than tearing into her past to find out what in her past may cause her present feelings. Okay, well, we've come to the end of another week's taping. Talk to you later now. Bye-bye.